Hey guys, this is Vertex from Things About Tutoring. Today we're going to be looking at this 7-mark paper 1 exam. Again, it's a functions question, and they've given us a graph. Obviously, this isn't the exact copy of the question, but I've copied it down for you guys. It's a 7-mark question. The first part is worth 5 marks. I've indicated that on the right. The second part down here is worth 2, so it sort of gives you an indication. However, the first part is made up of 2 subsections, so those are all about 2 or 3 marks. So it's telling us to consider this function minus 2, x minus 1, x plus 3, right? And then it shows a part of the graph here. So it says find the x-coordinates of the x-intercepts. So the way we do this is we just look at the function. I mean, it's basically given to us. They're asking us when is f of x equal to 0? And we've got minus 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 3 being equal to 0. So if any of these factors is 0, then our function is 0, right? Because 0 times anything is 0. Well, minus 2 is never 0. So we can only consider the case when x minus 1 equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. And very quickly from that, you'll find the x-coordinates because you'll just find x. So x equals 1 and x equals minus 3. So when x is either of these, one of our factors is 0, and therefore the whole function is equal to 0. And this makes sense that we found 2 because we can see from the section of the graph that they've shown us that there's two of these like roots. That's what they're called. Now it says find the coordinates of the vertex. So in order to do that, we have to the only way that I know of is we have to complete the square. Another way, actually, you know what? Completing the square is one way, but I'm going to do it another way. Let me know in the comments if you guys have seen this way before. So let's use this graph. We know that this here is minus 3, and that this here is 1. And because of the symmetry of quadratics, that means that this point here is in the middle of these. And it's always true. The symmetry of these quadratics means that the vertex is between the two roots. Obviously, if they're on 2 roots, then you can't do this. So what's the total distance between these? Well, it's minus 3 minus 1, so it's 4, or 1 minus minus 3. And so halfway of that would be 2. So if we go 2 along to here, minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So the x-coordinate is minus 1. So that means x equals minus 1. And when x equals minus 1, all we have to do is find f of minus 1, which is just minus 2 times minus 1 minus 1 times minus 1 plus 3. So that's minus 2 minus 2, 2. So that should be 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So that means that the coordinate is minus 1, 8. I think that's the easiest way to do it because you can literally just go halfway, you find the x-coordinate of the vertex, you plug it in, and you find the y-coordinate. F can be written as this. Minus 2 times x minus h squared plus k. Find the values of h and k. Okay. So we know that this is in the vertex form, right? So that means that the h should be the x-coordinate of the vertex. But k is not necessary. K should also be the y-coordinate, right? I believe. It's a bit unusual because they've got this minus 2 here. So that means that we can rewrite it as minus 2 x minus and then minus 1 and then close squared plus 8. So this should be minus 2 x plus 1 squared plus 8. So that means that h equals minus 1, k equals 8. And that's just because we've got the vertex form over there, and therefore we just plug that in, and then that's our... We've got the coordinates of the vertex, and this is the vertex form, so we just use these values for h and k. Now, if you guys want to learn a bit more about like why this is the case, go a bit more into depth about these different forms of quadratics, then I recommend that you go over to Things About Tutoring, sign up for a tutor over there. It's very flexible, you know, you can figure out your own timetable, have lessons when you want to. Obviously, you want to stick to a schedule as well to improve. And, you know, this is in case you want to improve your exams or maybe your end of years, or just in general want to improve in your maths abilities. There's obviously AA, AI tutoring, SL, HL, whatever you need. So yeah, feel free to head over to there. I'll be making more of these videos. We've also got a TikTok, so you can go watch those. There are some shorter form videos there, just looking at the first sections. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.